Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is V Krishna Mohan. So today we'll be discussing about detachment and how there is nothing called as detachment. So what we're saying is there's nothing called as detachment, and it's only the attachment which we know of. And we have created this word called detachment, and we are making a big we are trying to increase that usage of word called detachment. Actually, if you see, there's nothing called as detachment. Rather, detachment is actually an attachment of something else to escape from your existing attachment, whichever you want to run away from. Right. So let's before getting into what is detachment and why there is nothing called as detachment, we need to understand what is attachment. So we, being human beings, we are always attached to something, or we can say we are dependent on something always. Why is this dependency at the first place occurring, right? We as human beings, or in general, we always try to see the dependency. We try to dependent, or we try to attach ourselves to something in order to feel existed in this society or in this world. So what kind of attachments do we see on the regular basis? So we are attached to some music, to food, or to a specific group, or we try to socialize. If you go to college or to office, we always kind of try to fit in the society. For that, we try to get attached to people, or to a specific habit, or to a specific a set of music genres, we can say, or a political debate. If people are having a set of group, then we try to attach ourselves to all these things, so that we feel existed, we feel we are part of this group or tribe, right? So why is this chattering, or this feeling of always being part of something? Why do we always want to be part of something? That comes fundamentally from a fear, right? So what are we feared of? We are always fearing to be alone. Why can't we stand ourselves, our own thoughts, or be with our own self for a little amount of time? Because even if you're alone, right, you either go for reading for books, or you go for listening to music, or your mind continuously keeps chattering about something. So we are never being alone, or we are not allowing ourselves to be alone in the fear of um, isolation, right? We all are scared to face our own self, or our own thoughts, or so this fear is something which is creating dependency, and which is creating attachment. And the more your mind is conditioned with so many things, you're more dependent on things. The stronger your conditioning is, the stronger your dependency is, the stronger your attachment would become. So let's say you're attached to a specific person, and if that person leaves, goes out of your life, basically breaking your hand, which is that your attachment is being broken. So in order to save yourself from this attachment, you try to go for detachment, which is nothing but you are trying to attach yourself to something else, and you're calling this process as detachment, but you're being in an illusion by trying to escape the attachments. So let's say from attachment from that specific person, you try to attach yourself to a specific activity, or any kind of activity, or to a different person, or to a different organization, or to a different a cultural any cultural group, something of this sort you try to get into. So this is not detachment, rather it's getting attached to something else, or escaping from one attachment to another attachment. So we are really not free from this attachment. So in order to be free from this attachment, you need to be free from your dependencies. To be You need to be free from your fear, right? So in order to be free from your fear, you need to face the fact as it is, without any specific influences around you, right? So everything gets back to your fear factor. So the major question is, why are we attached? Are we able to see through our attachments, what they are and why they are, right? So it's all being conditioned, and it's all being a dependency, and this is causing an attachment. So our only uh, I wouldn't say aim, but to move your thinking level to next, right? So as being human beings, we need to think appropriately. There is lots of misleading and miscommunication. The content around us is, it's too much for us to process. So we all are getting confused where to, how to, right? So if we get back to the fundamentals and see why are we attached and what is causing this attachment, if we can go to the root of this specific thinking, I think that should be something, when you completely get into that specific thought process, you will be able to elevate from your current thinking to the next level. So I think we all should question ourselves. The more we know about ourselves, the more self knowledge and self awareness we get. I think such questions would get clarity. So again, just to conclude, just think through your attachments and why are we attached at first place. Thank you.